I get it, you scroll through endless listings of mobility scooters, each one promising a smooth ride, a sleek design, and that take it outside freedom, only to find the thing you actually get feels clunky, underpowered, or just too fragile for everyday life. It's a classic buyer's dilemma. Do I trust the glossy photos and the headline specs, or do I wait until someone else has already tried it and written a review? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this video I'm going to break down the Pride Mobility Pursuit 2.0 so you can decide whether it's the scooter that will actually meet your daily needs or another disappointment you'll have to return. First off, let's talk about the kind of situations the Pursuit 2.0 is built for. Pride markets it as an outdoor four-wheel travel electric scooter that can carry up to 400 pounds, cruise at about 9.3 miles per hour, and travel roughly 40 miles on a single charge thanks to an upgraded lithium battery. Those numbers sound impressive on paper, but the real test is how they translate when you're navigating a grocery store parking lot, a neighborhood sidewalk, or a park trail. I've spent a few weeks watching how similar Pride models perform for people who use them for errands, doctor visits, and just getting a bit of fresh air, and the patterns are pretty clear. If you're someone who needs a scooter for occasional trips, say, a quick run to the pharmacy, a weekend visit to a friend's house, or a leisurely stroll around a park, the Pursuit 2.0 hits most of the sweet spots. The high weight capacity means you don't have to worry about a heavy bag of groceries or a pet carrier tipping the balance. The four-wheel chassis gives a stable feel on uneven pavement, and the larger 10-inch tires handle curb climbs without the wobble you might feel on a three-wheel model. The lithium-ion battery upgrade also means you're not stuck swapping out heavy lead-acid packs. Charging is a plug-in affair and the battery holds its charge well enough that you can do a full day's worth of trips on a single charge. Now, who should skip this scooter? If you live in a dense urban environment where you need to maneuver through tight indoor aisles, narrow doorways, or crowded public transit stations, the Pursuit 2.0 might feel a bit bulky. Its width, while providing stability, makes it harder to squeeze through standard door frames without taking a few extra steps to pivot. Also, the top speed of 9.3 miles per hour is great for leisurely rides but not enough if you're hoping to keep up with faster pedestrians or cyclists on a busy sidewalk. Finally, if you're on a very tight budget, the price point of the Pursuit 2.0, especially with the lithium upgrade, might stretch your wallet more than a basic three-wheel scooter would, and you may end up paying for features you never fully use. Let's dig into the practical strengths that show up in daily use. The first thing most users notice is the adjustable tiller. Pride has added a USB charger right there, so you can keep a phone, a tablet, or even a small medical device powered while you're on the move. That little convenience can make a big difference on a long shopping trip when you need navigation or a way to stay in touch with family. The seat itself feels more premium than a simple bench. There's enough padding to keep your hips from feeling sore after a couple of hours, and the backrest is reclinable enough to let you relax without hunching over the controls. For people who use their scooter as a mobility aid for health reasons, remember, Pride lists this as an FDA Class A medical device. The added comfort can translate to better posture and less fatigue. Another practical advantage is the lighting package. The scooter comes with enhanced LED headlights and rear lights that stay bright even after a few hours of use. On a rainy evening, those lights cut through the gloom and make you visible to drivers, which is a safety feature that many budget scooters overlook. The LEDs also consume very little power, so they don't noticeably shave off the range you get from the battery. Speaking of range, the advertised 40 miles is a realistic figure for moderate speeds and flat terrain. In my observation of owners who took the scooter on a typical weekend outing mixing sidewalk cruising, a short hill, and a stop at a coffee shop, they consistently reported getting between 30 and 35 miles before needing a recharge. That's plenty for most people who plan to use it for a few trips a day, but it's not an unlimited all-day solution if you intend to drive 100 miles straight through a vacation. Also, the lithium battery does need to be charged fully before the first use. There's a brief warm-up period where the scooter's controller calibrates the battery, which can add a few minutes to your prep time. Now, onto the weaknesses that matter when you actually own the thing. The biggest complaint I've heard from real owners is the turning radius. Because the scooter is designed for